Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, hey.
Hey, 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 everybody. How you doing?
Doing good.
Good. How are you?
Hi.
Doing amazing. Welcome back. How y'all feeling for our first live show of 2023? Actually, our first live show ever, so that's like a big thing for us. Anyway, how is everybody?
Doing
Good.
All right. Good to hear it. Your girl, Miss G. Matt Lloyd. And to my left, who do we got?
You got your girl Lean.
Lean is in the building. She is filling in today. And then to my right, our special guest, who do we have?
Alicia. Miss Johnson.
Okay, not Miss Johnson.
Miss Johnson.
I love it. And to your right, who do you have?
Intellity.
Intellity. And we are your girls of the
Girl, let me tell you.
podcast. And we are missing Miss Lex today, but we do send her hugs and
Yes.
high fives
Much
and everything.
love. Much love.
But then we got Miss Alicia Johnson. Miss Johnson, if you're nasty, filling in for today for all your real estate and home buying needs. So y'all ready to get started on it?
Definitely.
All right. So y'all already know we jump right on into our word of the week. And Alicia, when we do our word of the week, we try to incorporate it throughout the show.
Okay.
Try our best, try to learn something new.
Okay.
All right. So Miss Intellity, what you got?
So today's word is a seed.
A seed.
A seed. I'm going to spell that out.
Okay.
It is ACCEDE. A seed.
Okay.
It is a verb.
Everybody.
And what
I got
it
this.
means is to agree to a demand or request.
To agree.
And if you're nasty, Miss Johnson, it means to assume an office or a position.
Okay.
But we'll go with the first one.
Which is,
Oh,
just
really?
you said
To agree to a demand or request.
Okay.
Okay. I think we can definitely
I like
use
that.
So 2 examples is the authorities decided to accede to the thief's demands in exchange for the painting.
Oh.
Okay.
Must be it.
The second one is the prince acceded to the throne after the king fell ill.
Okay.
Okay. I think we can use that. A little
Yeah.
bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, they both make
Oh yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna accede
Accede
to agree
to a demand or request.
Okay. So Ms. Johnson,
Yeah.
do you accede to
Ooh.
your clientele request when they try to buy a house?
I was wondering where we were going.
Me too.
Are we starting it off?
Oh, sorry.
How are we starting this off?
I was kind of nervous. I knew what I was trying to say.
I was like, we don't have our drink of the day yet.
Right.
It's too early.
It's too early.
Mhm.
Okay, so accede. All right, so we're going to try to use that. All right, so after usually our word, we go to our open discussion. So our open discussion is just something that we just talk about lightly.
Mhm.
We don't know the topic until we see it. And we're just going to jump right into it. And since you are our guest, you are going to read. Usually we have our glass we just picked, but we're just going to let you read our topic for
Okay.
today,
Sounds good.
All right, so let me give you our open discussion topic today. You just read it and let's talk about it.
Okay. If you and your spouse could afford it, how do you feel about your husband being a stay-at-home dad?
That's quite the topic.
Oh,
That's yeah.
she said, "Oh, okay."
Aw.
Well, let's talk about it.
Aw, she-
Oh Lord, she about to cry. Okay, so we're all married, so all of this question pertains to all of us. So let's start. Guest of honor, how do you feel if you and your husband can afford it? How do you feel if you wanted to be a stay-at-home dad?
I mean, I'm cool with it.
Oh,
If
okay.
he's cool with it, I'm cool with it. And as long as our bills are paid and we're able to travel and do what we want to do, then why not?
Do you see any drawbacks to it?
No, I think the drawback would be like any spouse, like if they're at home and they're not doing a few things around the house.
Of course,
I can see that.
Right.
I think that's where the issue would be. But I mean, if things are getting done and it works for, the spouse, I think it's fine. And I think, where also the issue might come in is if they're not feeling like they're still the head of the household type deal.
Gotcha.
Good.
But besides that, I don't see any issues with it. It wouldn't be a problem for me.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move in with you. Try to be somebody's stay-at-home wife. I could be a husband too.
Oh, goodness.
And tell it to how you feel about it.
I'm actually okay with it. Actually, early on when we had our younger children, Chad was the stay-at-home dad.
Okay.
So we went into this thing as a team, and I was the breadwinner at the time, and he made sure those babies were at school. When I got home, the homework was done, food was done, and we really didn't have any issues.
Okay. I'm about to move in with both of them. Okay. That's wonderful. How you feel, Miss Lee?
I gotta be honest, I agree 100% with Alicia and Tanika. I'm completely fine with it. And honestly, I'd love to be the breadwinner.
Oh, well, excuse me, Miss Boss.
You know, you know it. You know, as long as home is taken care of, our kid is taken care of, I have no concerns, no complaints, because it's something we discussed prior to.
Okay.
Like we set expectations from the get-go.
Yeah, and that's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Miss G-Mac?
I think she's the outlier.
I'm 70-30. 70 being okay, because like you said, if it works, it works.
Right.
I have no problem if I were to make more than my husband, and that, I have no problem with that. Like I said, I guess the only thing would just be making sure that if I'm going to be at home all day, and vice versa, the other way around. I don't know if you want to call it selfish, because I don't take for granted that being a stay-at-home parent, wife or husband, that's not an easy job.
At all.
It's a job
very different.
At all.
Not a easy job, because listen.
It's a full time.
It's a full-time job. It's actually more of a job than you go clocking in.
That is true.
Because when you clock in on somebody's clock, at least you know at this hour I'm leaving. When you're a stay-at-home parent, that's it.
That's right.
You know, when they take a nap, that's the most break you might
Right.
get.
Right.
So, am I okay with it? Yes. However, like I said, I just want to make sure that when I come home, I'm not trying to cook. I'm not trying to do anything of the sort. So that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah.
The other part, I guess, because I want to be a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just want to be a stay-at-home mom.
Oh.
So. Okay. I picked me. No, but no. Will I mind for the most part? No. Like you said, if my husband were to make sure the kids are straight and dinner's taken care of, anything like that, then we're good.
Yeah.
So I have no issue with it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move in with one of y'all, because obviously y'all seem like y'all got it more together.
So I have a question for us ladies. Would you feel okay with taking over once you got home?
I was going to ask that too.
You know, if the dad is there all day taking care of the babies, would you jump right into, okay, mommy mode?
I think so. I think it's natural. I think it's really natural to just jump into mommy mode, because that's just what we do.
Yeah.
And like we said, being at home it's not like you're just home just lounging.
Right.
I don't care what age it is. Don't let it be like a newborn. That's a whole nother ballgame. So I think I have no problem jumping in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because who wouldn't need a break?
Yeah.
That's true.
You want your time with the kids as well.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
I want my
Yeah.
babies to hug on me.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like if it was the other way around, when your spouse come in, you want that kind of like adult interaction with them. So it's kind of like, and they're probably looking for an outlet. Like, listen, I just need like 30 minutes. Here you go. Here you go. Here's your side of the baby. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think jumping in will be a problem. That's
Okay.
I think it's kind of just like second nature.
Yeah, second nature.
Yeah, easier said, right? Though, but
So
we all agree.
yeah, we do.
I think so.
Okay, we should have our
With stipulations.
With
I'm just kidding.
Stipulations.
little asterisks on the bottom. We should ask our husbands how they would feel.
We should.
Because I'm wondering, would they feel like less than? Maybe? Because it's like my wife is doing all the, bringing in the money. Do you give them an allowance?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, what kind of allowance you talking about?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
know
sorry.
if you wanna use that word. Girl.
Wow.
Let me tell you.
When I say allowance, like, for example, just say they want to, I want to go buy something.
Okay.
Obviously, do they have access to the account?
I mean, they would have to.
Yeah, of course.
wow.
Yeah.
of course.
Because at that point, I don't know. I don't think my husband's going to want to be asking me for money. You know what I mean?
That's true. No, and
It's like I wouldn't want to ask him for money
and you
either.
shouldn't have to either.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess that they would have access to the account, because if they're watching the kids need something. I should be able to swipe this card, unless they're heavy-handed with the swiping.
Yeah.
So, but okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Lastly, how would you feel if, for example, your husband was like, "Yeah, I have access to the account, but I kind of feel like I don't have to show you everything that I've bought." Like, not saying it's nothing bad, but just say they want to buy something and they don't want it to be like, "Oh man, you bought this game today, or you bought blah blah." How y'all feel about it?
I mean, I think, and that's something that you can talk about, because there could be a part of your check, you know, how they can split the check that goes straight to your husband's account so that he has his own private money, and just, you know, vice versa. You know what I mean? That way, if he might want to buy you something special, and then now it's like, oh, I saw you.
Thank you in advance for that gift. You like, man, I can't buy nothing. Okay.
Say Fredericks.
Right. Okay. She said Fredericks, which, by the way,
you were supposed to.
I'm sorry. I'm trying
to see if they caught it. I'm trying to see if they caught it.
Come on. Come on. Well, you try to get a sponsorship of Frederick. Right. Lost a little bit of this baby wear. Ready.
I like that.
Which brings up another question. I know I've heard in the past, because like I said, my experience was when the girls were little, but in reading up on stay-at-home moms now, there was a discussion about the man coming home and wanted some playtime, and they were too tired. So how would we feel coming home and we want playtime with our stay-at-home dads and they don't want to give us playtime? How do we handle that?
I don't know if we're ready for that topic. Because I feel like I don't want to get turned down. I guess like I got it. If I'm coming and I'm kind of giving you the eye, and you know the kids finally
sleep. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a whole attitude if you turn me down.
I think to me that's just communication, because there's certain times I feel like you want to be a little understanding.
Of course,
you know what I mean? Because if it were you, sometimes you know we get tired. Yeah. But then other times it's like, okay, you just have to talk. It's it's like you talk about it, and then you get back to it. You know,
that's true. Because people, I guess, like you said, no one's a mind reader. Yeah, that's how we have the bad. We're under the impression that if I want something, you should know what I want.
Right.
A lot of times.
And that's all the time.
Yes.
You know, so that happened to me just today. Yeah. So
Miss Cleo, call me now.
Definitely a communication thing for sure. So I agree with that. I get that. Okay. All right. So you did pretty good. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
All right.
I'm enjoying the family.
Enjoying all of the good. Yes. All right. So, anything else y'all want to catch up on before we go into our first break? How's things been going outside of our podcast? What's going on in our personal life? What's going on? Y'all want to talk about it?
Let's
talk about it.
Well, then we're going to talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Everything good on your end?
Everything's good. They're working like slaves in these days.
Girl, tell me about it.
We still doing that. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to come a time when we're not going to have to.
That's right. So you can see the light. Gigi, pass the light up here, girl.
I can see it in the near future. I can see it.
And we're going to get some tips from our guest here.
Yes, we are.
So maybe we can pass that light a little sooner.
A lot sooner. Anything new going on with you? Well, that we don't know.
Just the babies, you know.
How many babies do you have?
I have 2. So one is 3 and the other one is 10 months. She's going to be 11 months soon.
Oh, man.
So, you know, the big one fell and bumped her head yesterday. So we had a little scare. Fell on the tile.
I think every parent has probably gone through the baby falling stage.
Oh, yeah.
And it's something about that first baby too that fall. Like, that second baby might be like, no blood, but that first kid get real nerve wracking. She okay?
Right. She's okay, thank God. She missed one of her parties because every weekend we had a party. We had to get on her schedule.
Oh, okay.
You know how it is. Eventually,
popular baby.
It's like the kids. It's like,
let me see what my child's doing.
If I can fit y'all in.
Yeah.
So that's been our lives, but it's been fun.
Okay.
And finally getting back to ourselves, little by little.
You know? Love it.
I understand. Everything. Well, that's good to hear. Everything's good on my end as well. Nothing too new. Nothing has changed, I should say. My family's doing all right. Miss Lean,
I'm doing good. Family's great. I'm working like a slave. I'm with Janika. You know, I'm a little tired, but I'm making it work.
That's right.
I didn't die yet. I will one day.
Please don't.
Not yet.
That is a true statement, though.
That's just wet.
Thank you. Right?
Look, in that case, I love you today.
I love you too. Man. I love you too.
All right. Well, I love all y'all.
Right.
Throw that out there. All right, you guys. So we are going to wrap this up. We're going to take a quick break. As you already know, go ahead and refill those glasses. 21 and up only. Drink responsibly. We'll be right back. Do not leave. We got more info with Miss Alicia Johnson. Miss Johnson, if you're nasty. This segment of the podcast is brought to you by 517 Exclusive Events, where they specialize in being professional, punctual, and love throwing a great party. Get all of your event planning needs with 517 Exclusive Events and find them on Instagram and Facebook at 517 Exclusive Events.
In need of a haircut? For your lawn, that is. A little pruning, trimming here or there, edging, or even general maintenance? Contact Cosmetology Lawn and Maintenance today at 877-465-6367. Additional services available by request.
All right, and we are back. Y'all ready to jump right into it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, so we are live with our one and only real estate agent, Miss Alicia Johnson. And we're going to let her introduce herself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And we got some questions that people want to know, the average person wants to know. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Sure. Well, I'm Alicia, as you all know, and I am Trinidadian from the DMV.
Hey. Y'all already know.
Maryland, Virginia area. So I've been in Florida for about, this is 2010.
Okay.
So
about good 12
Long
years.
time.
Oh, 13 years.
13 years.
Okay.
Met my husband here. He's from Tampa, and I could not move back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So we're here. I've been in real estate for about that time, since probably like a year after I moved here. I've been in real estate that long, but my family has always been in real estate. My dad started out as an architect and then went into real estate and appraising. So my dad does appraisals full time.
Keep it in the family.
Younger brother
Definitely.
does appraisals full time. My father also has his construction license, and I'm working on mine as well. And my older brother, he's a realtor as well and a pilot.
Nice.
I am actually
entrepreneur family, right?
Right?
I'm actually a real estate broker, so I'm able to have agents under me. And at one point I had a few agents, had about 10, 11 agents.
Okay.
I since then scaled back, and that's my story.
Listen, we need to jump into the entrepreneur life because that sounds like a lot of flexibility.
A lot of flexibility, but a lot of work, 24/7. You know,
I believe it.
I believe it.
Call them at 10. They seen a house. Okay, we gotta go.
Oh, I hope I wasn't one of those clients.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be. You know,
because
the house, it waits for no man. You know?
Absolutely.
It'll be here today and gone tomorrow. So,
True.
Yes. No, you guys were amazing. So
I guess
you're one of my favorites.
We should tell people that we both, Lean and I, we both purchased our homes from Alicia, which was an amazing process. It was very easy.
Experience. Like,
Thank you.
Alicia is a bulldog for real.
Yes.
With all due respect, she is a bulldog.
I try to be.
You won't be disappointed. I will say that. I was very
Yeah.
pleased, and I can't wait to buy the second house.
Oh yeah,
you.
she's selling this one for me too. Gotta make sure of that.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
All right, so we have a few questions
Okay.
that we gathered, and if any of our listeners have any questions, definitely put it in our chat, and we'll go ahead and read those questions off because everybody wants. It's exciting, but it's overwhelming, especially if you don't know what to expect. So let's get right into it. So, Mr. Tuzzy, got a question you like to jump on in?
I would say I've written down a couple questions.
Okay.
But I know some people in my family who are interested in going into real estate. So for that reason, my question is, what advice can you give to newbies who are just coming into the real estate profession?
I would say stick with it. Starting real estate is very difficult at times. For me, I didn't have a sphere of influence because I'm not from here. So finding friends and family, that's where you want to tap into at first. You got to tell everyone that you're a realtor. And find the passion in it, think about what the buyer wants. And I would say, don't just do it just for sales, just for the money, because there's some agents that do that. So when you find the passion, the thing that you like about it, then it helps you, it drives you even more. So that's what I would say.
Very nice.
Don't go in it just for the money.
Don't go in just for the money. I guess
that's what any job.
I mean, it's a sales job, so some people do, and you can make great money. So some people dive in just for that, but you still got to put in the work. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the work, and you have to also find the why, because then it keeps you going.
That's true.
When you guys were purchasing, what was important for me is what would make you guys happy, because I put myself in those shoes. Like, what would make me happy? What's beneficial for you? Why are you buying? Like, what location is important to you? Or
that's a big thing.
Expanding your family, or thinking about the future for an investment, because your purchase, even though it's a first time home, it can be an investment.
That is true.
You want to grow. So yeah.
And I think too, I know when we were purchasing our home, we only had the one child, but in our mind we were like, we know we were going to have another one.
Yes.
And we, at the bare minimum, we wanted a 3-bedroom, which is like a standard. But I'm like, you know what, we're going to need a 4th at least, but we'll take a 3, because the baby is small, and
tell the T moving in with y'all.
Move on in. The way these mortgages set up, we come on in. So, but we end up still going with the 3, and literally when we closed 1 month, next month pregnant. I was like, look at this. Somebody come look at this. So now we need a bigger house. Go ahead and put that out there. We need a bigger house.
We're going to speak it.
We're going to speak it into existence.
That's right.
Are you acceding this?
Hold
on. Let me
let it try.
I'm trying to word it.
Go for it.
Which the word of the week was accede. To agree to a demand or a request. So I am demanding that you find
I will accede.
You're acceding your demand. There it goes.
I have to do that.
There it goes.
When the house pops up and you call me, guess what? I have to accede.
That's right.
Love it. Another question?
No, I'll let you guys ask and come back to me.
So, what has been your biggest challenge in this market by far?
I will say lately it's been first-time home buyers, because the market is so strong and so strenuous for a lot of first-time home buyers. There's a lot of buyers coming to the table with 20%, cash.
Oh, wow.
And being a first-time home buyer in this market is not easy. Down payment assistance, it's still there, but forget about it.
Yeah.
Because you're getting outbid with people, that are a lot of them are from the out of state,
up north. They come down with cash.
What COVID did was it made everyone work from home, and then a lot of people didn't go back to work. So now they have the flexibility to move where they want to move, to have a vacation home here, to do all these things. They're saving on gas, and they're like, well, let's just go by Disney. Everybody says that, right?
Everybody's coming to Florida.
Everybody's coming to Florida.
We are full, people. We are full.
Don't come for us.
Stay out of Florida. We have no more home. We are done. Stay out of Florida.
They're building up so much.
Yes,
and they're building so much.
So much. But, so it's just been difficult for first-time home buyers, 3.5% down to help them out. So that's been very difficult. But, for people like you two, now that you have equity in your home, you pull out that equity, and now you're in the run-ins, just like we
got the cash.
There you go. You got the cash. So
and I feel like even in the year, a little over a year since we bought our house now, back then, what it goes for now, I'm like, oh my goodness, right? Because there's a few homes in our neighborhood right now that's for sale, and we just went to the open house just to see, and just to see
most neighbors
right? Of course, let's see what y'all got. Right. Let's just see if you have better countertops than we do, or what you did differently. And I have seen a few homes in our neighborhood that they haven't done anything.
Yeah.
And it's going for $100,000 more than what we bought it for. And I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Right.
What's really happening?
That's just the market. Yeah. And inventory is very low. So that also builds the extra challenge of, multiple offers, because there's not a lot of listings.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. So I have a question. Does student loan debt affect the home buying process?
currently, yes. There was a period of time where they did not include it. And yeah, I mean, it goes however they feel like, just like interest rates and stuff up and down. And, so now, yeah, it does. Which, I mean, they kind of want to do that because some people have, high student loans. And that's why people just keep, deferring and then going back to school is like, I'm never going to pay this bill. Y'all not going to get me. But yes, currently, yeah, it does.
That's kind of scary.
But that's something important for people to know too.
That's definitely important for people to know because if you have a lot of student loans, which the average person does,
you cannot get into a pimp house right now.
Right.
Student loan.
Wow.
Did anyone tap into that extra cash? I think they were putting out extra cash for student loans.
I did, and I got it.
Okay.
But it still didn't do anything for my student loan balance.
That they were going to pay it.
Wow.
Right. So I did get the $10,000 and some change, but like I said, it didn't do anything. No, at all.
I need to get that. I've been trying to get it for the longest, and I haven't gotten it.
It was a deadline that we were supposed to apply.
October 21st?
Mm-hmm. And you didn't do the application?
I thought I did. I'm pretty sure I did because I know
you did. Definitely check on it.
I work for a nonprofit organization, so that's what and they even sent that to our work email. So I'm like, I definitely qualify. Let them give me $10,000.
Right?
They gonna have to give me money back. Because my loan was not $10,000, so I'm like,
oh, that's even better.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They not gonna give you.
They ain't gonna no money back, but it sounded good.
We're gonna pray on it. But
yes, they're not gonna. They're not gonna.
So with the student loan, that goes into your debt to income ratio.
Yes, it does.
So so that's gonna put your debt higher.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
Man, how much of your income should go towards your house payment?
So usually, like if you're doing like a FHA, they usually want it to be right under 50%.
Okay.
And then usually conventional, they're looking at a lower scale, so it's in like the 40s or 30s. But I mean, if you're going in as a partnership too with another spouse, you want to also think like you definitely want one person to be able to pay all the bills in the house, so that if anything ever happened, that everything is fine.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's usually what I like my buyers to put that in perspective. But it's not always easy to do that.
That's true, and I think it's like I said, sometimes easier said than done. But if something were to happen, if a person were to lose their job, you don't want it to be like, oh my goodness, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
At least one person should be at the bare minimum pay the mortgage. So
Right.
That's smart.
Yeah.
It's smart, but just like you said, sometimes it's not there.
Yeah.
And then what you can afford, you don't want. And,
right. Exactly. That's usually what it is.
It's like the paper say I can afford this, but you know you can't afford.
That's not champagne.
Look, your take home and your net income are two different things.
Yes.
On paper, I should be like in a 6-bedroom,
right?
8 bath. I need a butler's pantry,
and you need a butler to go with that.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yes.
But my net income says you need to stay in a 1-bedroom studio. Have a seat with no doors. No doors. Okay, doors are extra. So, all right. What other question do you have for it?
So I have heard that when you're going to obtain a mortgage, banking institutions or lenders want to see where your money is going. And my husband and I had this discussion the other day because I was saying because of that, I don't want to just pull money out of my account. So is that a true statement? Like, do I have to do everything where it's some type of paper trail behind it?
That is pretty true.
Okay.
Coming closer to purchasing a home, they want to see where your income's coming from.
Okay.
So, like, let's say you have a lump sum of money. They want to know where that is.
They want to make sure it's legit.
They want to make sure
Make sure you ain't hiding bodies in the trunk. And all of a sudden you just got money.
They want to make sure it's legit money, because they're a lending institution. So they just have to make sure they're not doing anything fraudulent. And if you're doing fraudulent stuff, then, that's mainly it. And then they don't want to see lump sums of money going out because they want to make sure you're saving that because you're purchasing a home. So if you're spending it, how are you going to pay for this home?
Right.
That's the only reason.
Okay.
And then after the fact, you can do whatever you
Make
want.
it rain.
Hello.
Make it storm with these coins.
Hello.
Not the coins.
With the coins that we're going to be in our one bedroom.
One bedroom with no doors. Yes.
Okay.
Miss Lee, what you got?
Yeah. Listen, I do want to know, how do you stand out from your competitors? What makes you different as a realtor?
Oh.
I would say personally, with most realtors, people buy into you, right? You know, they want to know that you care. They want to know that you really have their back. So, you know, they don't want to just know that it's just a transaction for you. So usually that's what I do. I let people know who I am as a person, and I get to know them as a person and see what their wants are. And that's usually what stands out.
And you can actually think about it like this, Lean, for both of us. Why would we go back? Why would we allow her to assist us in buying another home? Like,
exactly.
So we can kind of answer our own questions that way too. So
I truly care, you know.
You know, like we know, but we want people to know as well why we depend on you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah. A question that I have for you is, what is the number one mistake potential home buyers make before they close?
Oh man,
Spending money.
There we go.
And there you
that
have
is 100%.
If you are buying a home, what do you got?
They go and buy a car to match their house that they didn't close on yet.
Ooh.
It's usually the car. They say, "Oh, I got a nice house. I got to match the car." And you want to match, but can you wait till the closing date?
So
That's true.
If you're closing,
It's
just say
happened.
you close, just say you're set to close September 1st, and you go to the car lot August 25th.
Your hoopty.
Yep, and I'm turning it in for my
Yep.
new Escalade with all the fixings. Does that hinder me from closing?
100%. Well, it just depends. Depending on how close, but most of the time, yes, because they do a credit pull usually right before they close to make sure you didn't go do anything crazy. That changes your debt to income, because now
That's true.
your hoopty, you didn't have a bill, but your hoopty was getting you to work. Now you have a whole extra $300-400, and now actually
No, car notes
are just as much as home. You got $700-800. That is huge.
Yeah.
And then that person no longer qualifies, and they rip that home right from under them. And what also happens too, depending on the situation, most times you can get your escrow back if you don't qualify. But if you're outside a certain period of time, you will not. Sometimes you'll lose your escrow money.
So you
then you got a nice
car
car that you're gonna have to live in now.
Right.
because you have nothing to pull up to.
So
Nothing.
The one bedroom studio with no doors. That's what you're pulling up to.
So have you ever experienced that with a client before?
Not my clients.
All right.
Okay. I know that.
Because I would tell them, don't you go by.
Don't
Don't
dare.
you dare.
Oh, she told us that she thought we had jumped into a new car.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yeah.
You were in a rental.
It was a rental.
Oh yeah, I said, go, take it back.
Take it back.
Oh, we were taking it back. All right, we weren't keeping it.
And that's something very, very valuable when it comes to a realtor. Is you want a realtor that cares, like you stated, and that's going to educate you on the do's and don'ts. So with that being said, how did you build your client base?
Networking.
Doing this.
The pedal to the metal. I hit the streets and, this event, that event, that's basically what it is. Yeah.
Do you think word of mouth helps a lot?
Yeah, word of mouth, because now it's just my referral base that's like coming back to me.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, because then they know how you operate, and there's no that babying that you did initially. You don't necessarily have to do, because they know how you operate, and that you're going to be on it, and then vice versa. Like, what you doing?
Because I met you through the referral of her.
Yeah.
So.
And we're pretty sure we'll be using you.
Okay.
Yep, there it goes.
I'm your girl.
Listen, so anybody need a real estate agent? Here we go.
Yes.
Tell you.
Let her tell you. All right, so we're gonna have one more question before we take a quick break, and then we'll come back in and we'll finish up. What is the minimum credit score that you should have going in?
Okay, this is a big one.
I'm about to say, I know there's a minimum, but what's better than the minimum, I guess?
Okay, so definitely there's a minimum 580.
Oh,
we do not want 580.
I'm about to say,
Let's just put that. No.
Scratch it out.
Okay, I'm scratch it out. And if you have that and you come to me, I will help you get your credit score up. We have ways to get your credit score up 3 to 6 months before you purchase, because usually the people that are coming to me with that credit score, you don't want that credit score, because that credit score is going to make your interest rate higher, which is going to make your payment higher.
Gotcha.
Right? So we want to at least, we want to be in the 6s, at over 650, preferably, as high as possible.
And that's with both people, or are you just looking at one credit score?
Because what they do is, which is messed up.
I heard they go to the lowest person.
They go to the lowest person.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So you're like, I got a 750, and then your friend got a
582.
Got a 582. They're gonna be like, I want yours. They don't even, combine the two, split it down in the center. No.
I guess they figure
they go to the middle score of the lowest person. So yours won't even matter.
Yeah.
So basically, whoever you're purchasing a house from, everybody need to be on their game.
Everybody need it
Because you know how frustrating it would be if you work so hard to get like an 800 credit score, and then you're like, oh, honey, don't worry about it. I got mine.
I got it. I got it.
So you're not going to be on that.
Right.
Wow.
And is that even possible to go on a home mortgage by yourself being married?
Oh, you know what? And you can. And that's good thing you brought that up. You can do that. If you can take the mortgage on your own and you can afford it on your own, yes, we can leave your spouse off. We can leave whoever off the mortgage.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a question on that too. Okay, and then we're going to go to break. So, you know how first-time home buyers, if I were to be able to take care of the mortgage by myself and I bought the home in my name when we buy our second home, can we get the first-time home buyers program again if he's only on it?
Yes.
Y'all better write that down.
Right.
So you get the perks of being a first-time home buyer twice.
Well, that's if his name is not on
the first one.
The deed, because you can have someone's name on the mortgage and still put both names on the deed, the title. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So whoever buys the house first, their name only needs to go on the mortgage and the deed. The other person doesn't need to go on the deed either.
They don't have to. That's gonna be between y'all.
Oh, but don't ever divorce in that time.
That's what I'm saying.
You ain't got no house.
Okay. That's not 100% true too, because if y'all were together when y'all bought it, they gonna have stakes in Florida. They gonna have Florida.
All this other coast stuff.
Y'all together. Don't try me. And then what happens is too, if you ever sell the home, your spouse has signed something saying they know that you're selling the home.
So
no matter
no
what,
sneakiness. No. That one for me.
I know.
People in the street. People in the street.
No, that's not your situation.
Right. Man, listen. All right, y'all.
Tell your friend.
friend. All right, y'all. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to dig more into this because a lot of gems is getting thrown out here today. So again, refill those wine glasses. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Come back.
My name is Brianna, and I am the CEO owner of Omni Consulting. So what I do with my business is family law, but I am not a lawyer because you don't need a lawyer to do the things that I assist with. So I assist people to get divorced, name changes, legal guardianship, step parent adoption, anything related to family law is what I assist with. My bread and butter, though, comes from helping mainly men because they are the ones who are less educated about the legal system or they stray away from it. So I help them to establish time sharing and parental rights of their children. If they're on child support, I help them to lower it to a significantly low amount than what they probably already pay. It warms my heart to look on my timeline and see my clients with pictures of their kids. So my phone number is 407-520-4614. I have 3 offices, one in Altamont, one in Jacksonville, and one in Ponte Vedra. Text me, call me, please be mindful. I'm also on Facebook. The business is Omni Consulting LLC. We're in it together because I really do know the law. And I can educate you on the process to the point where you can make decisions about your case, and I just guide you through the process.
we are back. Welcome back. All right. So where we left off was we were asking questions that we had and that we have gathered about the home buying process, and we have learned so much in that short time. So let's go right into getting some more questions. Miss Lean.
So Alicia, what's your favorite part of working in real estate?
My favorite part would be closing at the end when the family or whomever gets their home that they desired. It's sometimes not,
It's so bittersweet. It's a good feeling.
And especially for first-time home buyers, like sometimes you don't think it really can happen until it's actually closed. And then the entire process can be very strenuous. It can be very stressful. So, at the closing when everyone's so happy and they're in their home and their family, they're making it a home, that's my favorite part. Yeah, that's a good sometimes thing. At times I've cried.
Oh, really?
Yeah, depending on the family, it's like making
that's a big because it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah. Speaking of sidebar, have you ever watched like Selling Tampa or Selling Sunset?
Oh, yeah, all of them.
We would love to know your thoughts on that. Like, is real estate really that lavish? Like, what goes on behind the scenes that we don't know?
It can be. They glamorize it, obviously. But really, especially when you get to that level where you're selling $1 million properties, $1 billion properties, it's literally all about networking all who you know. You know someone with money, then you literally just ask them, hey, you want to buy a house? And then a lot of them are like, yeah. It's a little different, for us, But yeah, it's like that. You're mixing, mingling, and networking. And
would you ever do reality?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, would you do something like that?
I'd be open to it.
Okay.
She said the check right. Bravo, y'all hear that? Bravo station, right? Selling Orlando, right? Selling Orlando with Alicia Johnson.
Hello.
Tune in,
Miss Johnson.
Hey. We already found our voiceover voice. Go on, Miss G. McCloy.
Got the voiceover. I'm trying to promote her.
Right. Hey,
she needed an assistant.
As you should.
She might need an assistant.
You hear that?
Yeah. I couldn't do it myself, so I definitely would need a team.
No need for all of us. Working 9 to 5. Go ahead and just jump on.
No need.
Right. Do you think it's better to get a 15-year mortgage loan or a 30-year?
I would say, it just depends on your budget. Obviously, 15 years is always better. You're paying less interest. You finish your loan at a faster rate, right? 15 years will fly by versus 30 years, But I guess we can't all afford a 15-year mortgage, because you're paying higher payment, a higher note. But yeah,
is that almost like double what your average mortgage would be since you're cutting
almost.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so that means like if the average mortgage is like $1,600 at a 30-year.
Yeah.
So you looking at almost like $3,000. Where y'all working at?
But you know what?
Where y'all working? $3,000 is a normal number. Like what we got going on?
I would say before, when the interest rates were a lot lower, and if you were a first-time home buyer and you didn't need all the extra space, doing that would have been great. You know what I mean? That's a great idea to start out like that if you can. Again, where do y'all work, girl? Because
I'm just thinking if you can afford, and if you can, awesome.
Yeah.
But if you can afford $3,000 a month, and you didn't even eat yet,
holla at your girl.
For real. Please holla.
Yeah. Can you tell us?
Clear. Right. Look, please email us at glmty22@gmail.com because
But what is the interest rate right now?
They're topped off. I've seen 7.
Oh, 6. Sweet baby, tiny. Oh, yeah. What?
No,
they've been fluctuating in the
Oh wow.
So there is no penalty for you to pay extra when you're paying your mortgage. So let's just say we can't get a 15, we do a 30. If we decided to pay a little extra to try to get the thing paid off early, is there a penalty?
No, there's no penalty. But you want to make sure that you're paying towards the loan and not the interest, because sometimes you can just make a payment and they'll just put it towards a regular payment.
Oh, they gotta do it in the best interest of them.
And even one a year, one extra payment a year that goes towards the principal will help you tremendously. Cuts down
a few years at the end, right?
Yep.
So can you tell them where you want your money applied?
Yeah, and you can do it online too. You make your payment online. You
That's
can put where you want it to go, towards the principal, towards escrow. Because every year too, your taxes and your insurance goes up, right?
That it does.
Who's happy with that? You start at one payment, and then it's like, wait, I gotta pay this. I didn't get that in my range.
I didn't get that.
Right. Did they raise my pay? But so, what you could do is pay towards the escrow. You can pay down the escrow so that your payment remains a little bit lower.
Oh, that's good to know.
That's really good to know. Yeah.
I did know about the whole putting an extra payment towards the principal, because I know when we pay ours online, it automatically comes out. But when in the beginning, when we're looking, because I was so paranoid in the beginning, I was like, let me make sure these people got their money. Right. And I see in the box where you can add a payment, and it asks you exactly where you want it to go. So you can put, 500 additional principal only. I'm like, or do you want to do it towards the interest? I'm like, okay.
I like that flexibility.
I like the flexibility of it. Because like I said, I was nervous that, my husband kept saying, like, why you keep checking? They got the money.
Well, you want to make sure they got the money, because is the HOA.
Oh,
you better check.
I don't even want to talk about the HOA.
Listen,
don't worry about your pay. They're gonna tell you.
Oh yeah, you let you miss a one payment. If that. Yeah. They will be at your door. Excuse me.
Really?
Yeah. You get a lien on your house and everything.
Oh wow! I did not know.
They will foreclose on your house faster than the mortgage company.
What you say?
Yes, for like $500.
Yep.
So my neighbor, who is the head of the HOA, can take my house.
Yes.
Well, they can. But HOA,
he or she,
wow,
they could put a lien on
it. Yes, they will.
It's kind of like even
they got lawyers on deck.
Oh, they sure do.
You don't have your lawn upkept or whatever. I know our garbage runs on Friday, and I don't know what happened. Some type of food spilled in our garbage can, so we cleaned it out. We left it in front of our garage to let it kind of air out. So that was Saturday. We didn't pull it in until Sunday, because we thinking,
right.
Monday had a letter in the mail. Hey, this is just a courtesy reminder to make sure that your trash can is behind closed doors. Wait.
Yeah, we got one of
those. First of all, how did you put it in the mail and got it stamped?
Right.
And I was like,
they gave it to the mailman.
Oh, when I said
the mailman comes and opens it,
and it was like, here you go. Because I was like, that was just like, today is only Monday. Wait,
they're watching.
They are literally. They said bring that trash can in. When I say you ain't gotta tell me twice. You keep it on the back porch now.
So the HOA is the new popo.
Yes. HOA. So watch out for them. Do you know of any any programs for single parents?
There's down payment assistance. That kind of goes to everybody, though. It's not specifically for single parents. It's based upon your income. Okay. So depending on your income and depending on how many people you have in your household, your children, you qualify for more money.
So, the more people you have, the more money you qualify for? Y'all want to move in?
And then move out after?
Yeah, right.
But why not? Our income has to be low as well.
I don't get that.
You want us to move in,
but then so now our income is low. No, we all make. We make
move in and quit.
It's
we can move in and quit our job,
right?
And you can support us. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, you can do that. I'll sign up for that.
But you know what? Well, you know what?
Miss Lee said, I'll sign up for that.
Well, why don't we just move in with you?
No.
The flexibility.
She said no.
I'll watch your kids.
Okay.
That attitude changed real quick.
Yeah, we got her.
Let me check with Eric and make sure.
Wow. Okay.
Any do you have any questions?
So, is it more difficult to get a mortgage if you're looking to build your own custom home on property or land that you've purchased?
I would say it's a little bit more difficult. The mortgage, there's not as many mortgage companies that will do, lend that way.
Okay.
But it's really more the process. The process is just more strenuous. There's a lot more steps because, you're buying land. You're finding the type of construction that you want with the contractor. So there's just a lot more to it, a lot more process.
Gotcha.
I mean, unless you buy like a tract home.
What's that?
That's from like a builder, like, a Lennar.
Okay, gotcha.
D.R. Horton, that type of, yeah.
Or
Taylor Morrison.
Where you can kind of, shout out to Taylor Morrison. I guess where you can kind of build your own. I would love to build my own home.
Yeah.
Just customize it and call it a day.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find a home that meets all of your desires.
Yeah, it really is. And honestly, even when you build, it still won't, because you'll move in and you'll be like, oh, I
should have did that.
I should have done this, I should have done that. Or, once you move in, then you find out a different function that you probably wanted that you didn't think about.
That's
true. But, it's closer to getting what you want when you build. So,
Okay.
And what if you already
we
have
can do
land?
Okay. We can do it.
What if you already have land? And you're first time home buyer, can you say, hey, this is my family's land over here. I want to build over here.
Oh, okay. Can we use some of your land?
Like, no, of course.
Is
it the same process? Do you guys still go through a lender?
No, because if you already have land, that makes it that much easier.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if you own it free and clear, but even if you don't, you already own it, you already have a mortgage on it, whatever, it's easier. All you have to do is get construction to build. And that also helps you out because you automatically have equity if you own land, that you
forgot about that equity.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Equity is a big thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So basically, we all need to get some land.
Right.
You know how you see when you're driving around and you see like land for sale? Honestly, when it'll say something like 10 acres or something like that, I always wonder, could a group of friends go in?
Yes, sure can. The only thing is, with that, you have to go down. It's a process. You have to go to the city and make sure that you can build on that land. You can use it for residential because some of it's commercial.
Yeah.
So if not, we would have to go ahead and we have to start a process of redoing the land to make it residential, approved for residential building. So that's
I didn't know
all.
that existed either.
It's a whole process.
So we just gotta make sure that.
And then you gotta also you want to make sure it's not in a flood zone. Your house is not gonna sink or. So there's a lot to it, but it's doable. Yeah.
Okay. So y'all, what I'm hearing is we need to go get some land together.
Yes.
That's what you took from
we
me.
need
Exactly what I took.
Yes.
Exactly what I took.
So you want to get us started? You want to take
put
the
our
initiative
plans
together?
Is it me? I'm
Because this is what you heard.
She got the flexibility. I work a 9 to 5.
What you heard. You want to take the initiative?
We got it.
We got it. We got it. All right.
We got it.
Listen,
everybody throw a quarter in every week.
Listen,
I can do that.
If a piece of land costs $100,000 and we just split it,
I'm here for it.
Y'all,
I am here for it.
That's what
Eric and I always talk about that. We got plans and goals.
25,000.
We're here for it.
Come on now.
Yes,
we can do it.
We can do it.
I'm gonna start an OnlyFans page and get
Lord,
extra cash.
And we gotta do like everybody else,
Generational.
Rob from Paul, Peter to pay Paul. Yeah,
there's a lot of theft going on around here.
oh goodness!
I see that. That sounds like a demand. That sounds like a demand. Like a demand that you have, and I do see that. So listen, Linda, I'm down for it.
Wall Street does it.
Why not?
They do it.
Listen, and you just want to have something that you can leave for your kids,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's really big. Yes.
Think about if
leave
our
for our seed,
right?
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Okay. Try to co-sign the word. Okay.
Wow.
Right. I like that. I like what you did there. Y'all think about it, because if our parents would have left us land, just think about it. Residential land on top of that.
Right.
We could have a bigger home.
Yeah.
You can build as much as you like.
Yeah.
Right. Think about it. It's part of, breaking generational curses.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
I think my husband has some land.
Whoa.
It's in Alabama though. Y'all
I don't. Man.
All right.
You trying to move up? Listen, Florida full anyway. So
we gotta go.
Let's maneuver. We gotta go where the land at.
Right. I will support you from Florida. Tell me what you need.
You're not gonna move.
I got you.
You're not gonna move.
I will support you.
Your kid is not in school. You can
She
work.
said Alabama.
She said, "I want a seed."
Alabama is
She
kind of
said
cold.
I want a seed.
No,
Oh,
I ain't coming.
I won't.
I won't see.
I won't see. All right, so we are going to wrap this up real quick. We do have an incentive for any listeners out there. We're going to post a question up, and then the person who answers, even during the live or even after the live, the first person to answer will receive a gift basket from our one and only Miss Alicia Johnson.
Yeah.
So definitely stay tuned. Refill those glasses. We're going to post that question up. The first person to answer that's not on the show. I had to go ahead and put that disclaimer out there.
Why'd you have to specify that?
Right.
And Miss Alicia, what will they win if they answer this question correctly?
They will win a gift basket.
Okay.
It's full of Valentine goodies since February.
Okay.
And also a free listing or a listing appointments or a buyer's consultation.
And you should want to take advantage of that.
Definitely. So, okay. So, don't forget, refill those glasses. Stay tuned. We'll be back. We'll post that question up now. And come on back. Girl.
Oh, wow. Do you need any electrical work done? Be it big or small, contact Oh Wow Electric on the World Wide Web at www.owowelectric.com, where you can book your consultation and ask any questions you may have. Let us wow you today.
This segment of the podcast is brought to you by 517 Exclusive Events, where they specialize in being professional, punctual, and love throwing a great party. Get all of your event planning needs with 517 Exclusive Events and find them on Instagram and Facebook at 517 Exclusive Events. All right, and we are back. All right, so for those who have just got on, hopefully you've been on this entire time. We've been talking with real estate agent Miss Alicia Johnson, and again, we appreciate you definitely for coming on.
Absolutely.
Thank you. It's been amazing. She's been giving us all the juice on the home buying process, just things you want to know, things you don't know.
Right.
So we definitely appreciate you coming on, taking the time out. Where can people find you?
People can find me. My number is 407-516-4542, or you can email me at caribrealty1, the number 1, at gmail.com.
All right, and we'll definitely make sure we post that information on our live as well, because we definitely want people to be able to, find you.
Right.
Right.
Reach out. I'm here.
New year, everybody wants to save money towards a new home.
Yeah.
So let this year be the year. Let this be your limited year. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, any more questions for Miss Alicia in the home buying process? Like I said, we definitely came across a lot of good information, which we will upload as well. So, y'all got anything else y'all want to know? Ask.
I do want to know, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Do you still see yourself in the realty market? Do you see yourself branching off?
Oh, that is a great question.
Where do you see yourself? I like that.
Excuse me. So, yes, I will always be in real estate.
Okay.
Real estate is just not going anywhere for me. It's ingrained in me. It's here to stay. So way more investment properties and stuff like that for myself personally.
Okay.
My family, my husband and I, we have our real estate goals, as well as I want to also branch off and do some stuff in the senior living space.
Oh, nice.
I have a passion to give back in the senior community. So I'm working towards that now. Where that will take me, I'm not 100% sure as yet. But yeah, definitely in real estate, construction space, as well as the senior living space. So that's where I'm at.
Sound like a lot of
Thank you for that
entrepreneurs.
question.
Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
Really good.
Looking forward to big things from you guys.
Absolutely.
I like
and supporting one another so we can grow as well.
Of course.
That's right.
Yeah, getting more houses. Maybe you will buy the next house and you'll rent your house and keep it.
You know what?
That's an idea.
Talk about passive income. Passive income at its finest. I thought about that. I really thought about. I guess you got to find trustworthy people. Not going to being a landlord. Because you want to make some type of profit off. Right. It's just like, oh my goodness. I guess we would really have to up the rent price because you want to make sure the mortgage is still paid, but you still get some type of profit. So.
Right. Well, that goes with the market too. Yeah. Sometimes the market is much higher than what your mortgage is, so then you can make a decent amount of income.
Right. And honestly, with the price of what apartments are going for right now,
oh my goodness,
would you rather an apartment that's going to always go up, or
they're paying way more than mortgages out here?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Nowadays, everybody wants luxury stuff. So you won't pay.
I'm gonna put a smart lock on my doors. Luxury, luxury at its finest. There it goes. Cool. All right. So before our last break, we had uploaded a question, and the question was on our is on our live. We will read it, and the first person to answer this question, either on our live while we're still live, or even just send us the answer in our inbox, will receive a gift basket. And as you can see, we have our gift basket right here in the front of me. And what? Let me see. Right here, gift basket right there. You got it? Okay. There we go. All right. So we have a gift basket right here to the first person who answers the question either on our live or send us the answer in our inbox as well.
Has to be the right answer.
Has to be the right answer. Yeah. So what is the question?
The question is, what is the current FHA loan limit on a single family home for Orange, Seminole, and Osceola County, Florida? Currently. Because it goes up and down, it fluctuates. So what is the current?
Okay, and that has to be current as of when this video gets posted. Now,
current as of
present day. What is the current? Say it again one more time.
The current current FHA loan limit.
Okay, current FHA loan limit.
Okay, all right. So basically, what that means is it's the max amount that you can. The total amount purchase price that you can use for FHA loan. If the purchase price is any higher than that, you will not get an FHA loan. Then you have to go conventional.
Okay.
So there's no 3.5% down.
Got it.
It's going to a conventional loan.
Okay.
And basically, I mean, if it's higher than that, you could still get an FHA loan. But if there's like $100,000 difference, you got to pay that $100,000 difference in order to get an FHA loan.
What?
So that fluctuates based upon the market. Right now, it's pretty high because.
I was saying, if you have to pay the $100,000 difference, you might as well buy the whole house cash.
You got it.
What are we doing? You got it at this point. Okay, so like I said, we'll make sure we post that question up again. But first person to answer on our live or send us the correct answer in our inbox, then they will receive the gift basket courtesy of Miss Alicia Johnson.
Consultation.
Free consultation. Now we know that
you want that.
That's the biggest prize right there.
It is.
So awesome. Well, again, like I said, we thank you so much for being on our show. We do have something for you from us.
Oh, really?
We have a little gift for you. We want to gift for you. Yay. AKA, come back. Right. So, Miss Lean, can you grab that real quick? Only because you're at the end.
I can definitely grab it.
I dropped the ball again. I've been dropping the ball since we started.
Your retirement fund again.
Listen, y'all know I'm trying to get somebody to retirement. Trying to get multiple streams of income to retirement.
It's okay. It's the baby.
Is that what it is?
It's not baby, right? We still have it.
We still got baby.
I still have it.
I'm still running with it. I'm running.
I am. I'm not letting that go until my baby's 20.
Right. Yeah. Both of them. Both of them. Right on over there. We have a gift. Give me 1 second. We're gonna go. It should be in a black bag. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab that for her. Should be a black bag.
In the meantime, I can show you all what is in the gift basket.
Oh yeah, definitely. Please do that. Give me 1 second while I grab this. Just kidding.
Oh, we have it?
We got it. We got it.
Okay.
All right. So, there we go. All right. So, for Miss Alicia Johnson. We want to thank you, courtesy of the Girl Let Me Tell You podcast, just for you. And yes, we do want you to open it on our live.
Oh,
yes.
Go ahead and
throw that out.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
Because we really appreciate you taking the time out to do our show. And also, like I said, you gave us insight on the home buying process, and for listeners, you know, it means a lot.
So yeah, and your time is valuable.
Your time is valuable.
Thank
so
you.
yes, and we're hoping to get discount on the next house. definitely.
Give me some of that.
Just so you know, 6 bedroom, 10 bathroom for me.
Oh, 10 bathroom.
I do.
Because we're moving in.
We all moving in. You're right.
You guys are chipping in on this mortgage, though, right?
Oh, we can't get the loans. Everybody have the income. It's not gonna work out. We got
I
the money.
know what you're gonna do
like
for 10
10 bathroom. Like a
You're gonna do your hair in one,
my makeup in another,
that.
shower, jacuzzi tub in the other. I'm gonna bathe my son in the 8th one.
Okay.
You know,
God is good
all the time.
All the time.
God is good. Okay. So what do we have?
One of my favorite wines, Jam Jar.
She loves her jam jar.
Red blend.
Okay.
Date night. Okay.
Got a few liquor
We
sponsors.
have this.
She's part of the
is the best
part of the Girl Let Me Tell You.
Girl, let me tell you, Tisha. Let me tell you.
That's right. That's the remix, y'all.
That's the remix. Like I said, this just shows you how much we appreciate it.
Goodness.
You can't drink wine out of
Look
your
at
hands.
that. It's personalized with my name on it.
Yes,
and
yes,
it's
yes.
Girl, let me tell you, look.
Of course.
And then what's is this another girl?
It's another one. Why have one when you can have two?
I have another
Right?
glass.
You have another
Yes.
glass?
Thank you so much,
We
ladies.
appreciate it.
I feel so welcome.
Well, we definitely want you to feel that way because,
Thank
you know,
Thank you.
like I said, your time is definitely valuable. We want you back. We definitely.
Thank you. Well, if I'm gonna get more gifts, I'm coming back.
Right. Anytime. You guys can definitely, again, you can follow her. Don't forget to email her or, you know, call her, send her a text because she'll get you into a house quicker than you know it. I think I called you back in October and we got our house August. So, yeah, a whole pregnancy. There you go. Right. All right. So, again, we thank you. And then we're going to move on into our drink of the week. Were we taking a break in between here? No,
Go for it.
We're just going to move on into it.
All right.
Are we gonna answer the question?
No, so you're not going to answer it because we want someone else to answer it. So they have to answer it either on our live or they're going to send us a message on it. So we'll wait for that. And our drink of the week, usually I always have a title based on our main topic. And since we were talking about the home buying process, we're just going to do a regular house classic margarita. Can't go wrong with it. We all, as we all know, and I always say 21 and up only, drink responsible.
Yep.
You see, we got our red cups on here. So red cup shouting.
Yes.
Yep.
And our the house margarita just consists of 2 cups of tequila. Y'all know tequila is my favorite. Obviously, you can change that into wine. I'm sorry, not wine, vodka, but I guess technically you can't do a margarita with. No, it has to be tequila. It has to be tequila. So, yep, I win. 2 cups of tequila for the heavy hand drinkers like myself. You want some orange liqueur. 2 to 3 ounces of lime juice and 2 ounces of triple sec. And we already made our drink offline. So
That's good.
Yeah. And we got our little sample, so we will sample it.
Wow.
And
Sample mine.
That makes 2 of us.
And tell it. You
3.
3. Oh.
I did dilute it.
Let me sample.
When you said it, we thought you meant drink.
Go ahead and drink it.
We did.
Cheers it. Cheers it.
Cheers. We can cheers. You know.
This one right here is the mango flavor. Usually, I do a lot of cranberry juice, but this one we're doing mango.
I like
My
that.
favorite. Yes. So we got some 1800 tequila. We have our Arizona mango drink, triple sec, along with some lime juice. We mix it. We put a little bit of crushed ice. Got it on a sugar rim glass. Got to bring that a little further. Actually, you can see it right over there, so that works out. And yeah, we ain't gonna drink too much. You know, it's a Sunday. We're just gonna whip the back of our throat, right up in the throat area.
Right.
All right. So, if anybody have any other future topics for us, or would like to get to know us a little bit better, of course, send us an email at glmty22@gmail.com. Again, you will also find Miss Alicia at, what's your email again?
CaribRealty1@gmail.com.
There you go. And Miss Lex, we miss you. We love you long time. Love you. Don't forget to tune into our next show. We'll do another live. We have another interview coming up. So until then, refill those glasses, drink responsibly, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.